guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to Base Tour, everybody. It's great to see you. And sorry, Base Tour has kind of been in and out the past few weeks. I'll be honest, literally all it's been is I've been gone, like not at my computer for the past 3 Saturdays or 4 Saturdays. I've been traveling a lot, if you didn't know. And it's been a little tough with the base tour, especially with the reset and everything happening. It's been a little tough, but we're back every Saturday. What is it? 10 p.m. Eastern, I think. Yeah, that's the plan. Or 7 p.m. Pacific. God dang, I'm getting confused. Either way, the server, TheArchon, just reset like 2 weeks ago, and we are about to tour one of probably the best base that I've ever seen. I'm serious. The best base. The most heavily defended, no one's getting in base we've ever seen. We right now on Factions Blue here on pvp.thearchon.net, the Empire faction, and yeah, basically one of my allies. And how it's gonna work now that we play on like all the Archon faction servers, if I come into this base and I get permission from the owner, of course, then of course I cannot let that interfere with the show at all. I cannot set a home here that I can come back to or anything like that. This is just for the base showcase. Here we go. So what we got is the interior is freaking massive. You spawn in, one piece of bedrock. Great use of the bedrock to start. Again, keep in mind, guys, this base is only 2 weeks old, if that. The server just reset. No one's got any money, and this will be, I can guarantee you, the cheapest base. Like, it will not be valued very high, but that is because we just reset, and these people are freaking doing awesome. You spawn in, you got a lot of room to move. You got huge area to look at. You don't feel enclosed. You could fit 100 guys in here and it wouldn't feel tight. And then they've got their storage all around. Good use of storage. It's out of the way. That's one of the things I like, is it's completely out of the way. Like I said, the server just reset, so there's not too much gear, etc. in here. We'll get to the exact amounts of gear and stuff once we do the calculations at the end. But yeah, I like that the storage is out of the way. It's not intrusive because every base has storage. It's gotta be there. So if you, oh god, dude, targeted just fell off the edge. Holy god, that looked painful. So it's gone, it's out of the way, I like it. One of my favorite parts about the whole base is Empire. That is the faction name, Empire. And they've got like their own writing style within the game of Minecraft, within their own base. Like, it's not a Times New Roman style of writing. This is like crazy, insane writing that I can't even do on paper. And they did it in Minecraft. Like, it looks so beautiful. It ties in the black and the white. It just ties in with the base, the interior design perfectly. I like it a lot. And they've got a lot of room for spawners. As you can see, again, with it being the reset, they've only got about, what, 7 golem spawners right now. And they've got tons of room to expand as the server continues to grow and each individual continues to earn more money, etc. Over here, they got a little bit of they call it the wall of importance. I guess what they have to do, their goals, their work duties, their duties. Yes. So first one, check walls. No need. They're very this is a very cocky faction. And keep in mind, these guys, some of these guys are allied to us on Crimson. Like, Targeted is in our faction, Impair is in Team Nudist, and Lavishing is in Hoodlum or Team Nudist. We're allied with a lot of these guys. They're on Factions Blue, though, this faction. And show how strong Rusher's boys are. Add more walls, JK, split the enemy, no sleep. Lots of cool stuff, lots of funny stuff. And then they've got a separate area for blaze spawners. It looks like they're going to do more expanding on the golems, but I guess we'll see how that plays out in the future for them. They got a pretty complicated parkour course. Simple AFK machines here. Infinity Source looks beautiful. But the parkour course, I'll tell you, I was waiting to start filming this, and I got to right here. And that's the end. I made it all the way through this, my second attempt, and then I failed on this jump. This jump right here, and now I just did it, and I would have beaten the parkour if it didn't do it before. But it is very challenging, and it's cool. You know, I like a good parkour course, something to pass the time, I guess. Of course, many of you now know with the Archon economy change, the economy is a lot different, a lot more balanced here on the Archon, and there's different ways to make money. So now you're going to be seeing different types of farms, etc. And what they got right here is a, I guess, a cactus farm. And I've actually never seen one of these before, so it's kind of cool. But of course, the cactus grows, it pops off. And I think this furnace right here it just goes forever. And it must pick up the cactus and then deliver it into this chest right here. Yeah, that's very cool system, dude. So I love it. I like that a lot. Yeah, so the furnace picks up the cactus, brings it right in here. Dude, we need to get one of these things. I like it. I like it a lot. Before we head out to the exterior, the outer defenses, which I'm going to be honest, that's my favorite part. It's insane. We're going to show you here. These are just their raiding chests. So I guess they just put random items in here, sort them out after. It's always good to have a raiding section, I guess. That basically wraps up the interior. One big box. But I actually like it, and I love the design. If you look from up here, it looks so cool, dude. They got like this oval, or I guess this square with rounded corners for their center area. It's such a cool look. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's almost like everything else is simple, and then this intricate design right in the center. It ties together nicely. Very, very good interior build. All right, let's head to the top. So we're on the roof of the base. They are on the world border. They actually on the corner. So they got the corner of the end. They managed to get that right off the start. So this is their interior defense. They've got this, I assume, for cannoning, because you wouldn't be able to stack this, because you know how some people will just get through the walls and then they'll cannon the dry base from far away. I mean, I can even set up a cannon that can do that, and I am by no means a professional cannoner. But yeah, they got the interior water defense for cannons if people do end up withering through the walls. Now check out this gap. I'm not going to show you the chords, but it's a 200 long gap. Watch this, how long we fly for. Boom. That's huge. Keep in mind, I was in speed 3 for that. Now, the walls. Check out this ocean. This is all their walls and ocean right here. All that. Holy God, dude. Holy God. That is a lot of I don't know if it's source ocean blocks. I'm not too sure. With these guys, I almost assume it is. They've got this outer defense here. You would have to wither for a very, very long time to even make a dent in these walls. And it goes all the way around. All the way around. Like, there could be a humpback whale living in this ocean. It's so big. The corner always looks cool how it wraps around. And then keep in mind, they also had an ally right beside them. This is another base, an ally base right beside them. But this base was actually raided, and I'm not too sure how. But the claims are still up. So at this point, they are heavily defended on this side because they've got ally claims all in this area. But just an absolutely crazy big ocean, crazy big defenses. And this would be a very tough base to raid. I gotta talk to Napkin because I wonder if Napkin thinks he could raid this. But I've known Napkin for a long time, and I even look at a base and I kind of think like what Napkin would tell me, or what's like how could we hit this? How could we weaken this base? There's no weak spots, dude. There is no weak spots on this thing. You would straight have to just wither for hours, maybe even a day. But by then, the walls would be checked and they would be fixed. So, if this base gets raided, I will be sincerely surprised. All right, let's get some stories from this guy. Keep in mind, guys, with the value and everything, the server just reset. So, the value of this base is going to be very, very low compared to other bases we've toured before. We are joined here today with In-Pair. You're a member of Hoodlums on Crimson, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, he is, dude. And you're one of the members here of Empire on Factions Blue. You are not the owner, though. You are a moderator of the faction, correct?
Yeah, all the mods are on the same level, and Lavishing is the owner of the faction.
Lavishing is the owner of the faction. Well, thanks for meeting with me today, dude, to discuss some very cool stuff. You were in Factions Blue, and guys, we're a week and a half into the, I guess, the reset, so this is crazy base to have at this side. Very impressed. I just want to ask you a couple questions and kind of get to know this base a little bit more. So, first up, I know we've only been up for a week and a half, or 2 weeks maybe. So, how long has the base been alive, I guess, here on Blue?
Oh, it's been up since the beginning, and it won't fall.
Oh, that's what I like to hear, dude. Well, I don't know, dude. This is probably the most heavily defended base I've ever seen. It's It's insane. This probably the best base I've ever seen, dude. So
That's Empires for you.
yeah, it's Empire here on Blue. How long has the base been up? So I guess since the start, around 2 weeks. How much time did it take to create this base? Because those walls, dude, they're insane. That is a lot of water.
I mean, the walls in the ocean only took a day, and
just a day, probably almost
the
straight,
inside
right?
was the inside was really what took longer than anything.
Yeah, wow, jeez, man. Well, even in here is beast. It's huge in here, dude. It's so open, and it's such a cool concept. I absolutely love it. Okay, so it definitely took, yeah, over, what, like 3 days then probably to create, at least, eh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I guess we'll get into some of the juicy details. You guys play on Factions Blue. This is the country or server that Straub is a big part of. He's the YouTuber involved on this server. What is your relationship with Straub?
I don't really know how to explain it, but let's just say if he ever comes close to me or my base, he's getting slaughtered.
Oh God, dude. Well, all right. That's pretty straight, Straub. If you're watching this video, that's pretty obvious. So it's okay. So you guys are not friends. You are definitely the furthest away from friendship. You are absolute enemies. And have you talked at all, or you're just saying this right now? You are not teaming with him.
Told him in chat. I don't know if you've seen it.
Dang, dude, dang. All right, well, I guess and keep in mind, guys, Impair is from Hoodlum, so we're allied over on Factions Crimson. So we may need to do some talking here, and I guess if we ever
I'm actually in TN now, cause Hoodlum's kind of went inactive, so I went over to TN with Napkin and everybody.
Oh, sick. Well, welcome to Team Nudist, my boy. And yeah, so he's in Team Nudist. So we're a team. So I guess that's why you're enemy to Straub, because even Targeted, I know he's in TN. Lavishing, I know from Hoodlums. And cool. Very, very cool. So last question I got, actually, is has anyone been close to raiding this monster?
Not even close.
Not even. No one.
I literally beak at everybody in chat. They say my base is raidable. They go to the walls and they ask me, why are we enemied?
Why are we... Well, dude, oh my God, this thing is massive. I would not want to try raiding them. But what about, did you have a close call with an inside at one point?
Yeah, we had a close call, and so we turned the tables on it, and got the insider to inside the faction. He was insiding 4, and boom, falls his base.
Man, that is confusing. So one guy was about to inside you, and he was in the base. And what happened? How did you find out?
He wasn't in the base, but he sent a wrong message to one of us, and because we had like the same letter as the person he was sending it to, and I guess he tried to tab it, rookie mistake.
Yeah.
And boom, that we caught him. And then me being a convincing guy I just turned the tables on him.
Oh, and then he incited the other faction that was trying to inside you, and you raided their base.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
They were saying stuff like, "Oh, you guys can't raid legit," and I was like, "Anything goes in factions. Like your base just went."
Heck yeah, man! Holy God, dude, this base has got some character. So you are the Empire faction. Absolutely magnificent base, dude. You got some funny stories too.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that, without paying MC and lavishing, this base wouldn't even be possible. Like, they're like the main factors of this base, to be honest. Like,
okay, lavishing the owner and Payne MC, you said.
Yeah, they're
or
like
Peyton
the main
MC.
factors.
Is it Peyton?
Yeah, Peyton MC.
Okay, these two guys right here apparently almost took on this base on their own. Very crazy base. Very impressed, Empire. Thank you, Empire, for meeting with me today, and thank you for allowing me to tour this crazy big base, powerful base. And I'm sure we'll be talking in the main faction show, and because I'll be over at Factions Blue very soon trying to do some evil things. So until then, my man, take care. Like I said, the calculations for this base are going to be very surprising. Don't be too surprised. It takes time to make money. It takes time to work up the server. This is just a good point. If you are looking for a faction server to join, make sure to join TheArchon. It's a perfect time to do it with the server just resetting. Join whichever game mode you want and get on here and have yourselves a blast on the world of factions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. Based on a total of 7 Iron Golem spawners, 16 Blaze spawners, 5 Dubs of Prop 4, 5 Bedrock, and $1 million worth of miscellaneous items, the total value for the Empire base here on Factions Blue is $21,862,500. It's weird, man. It's weird that the lowest valued base by far, I think, is the most heavily defended base that we've ever toured before in this base tour series. Like, absolutely crazy, dude. Huge props to Empire. In the comments below, look at these guys, dude. Standing strong, standing good. They got a list of their members here, dude. Very intimidating faction. You could hear it in our boy's voice there in the last clip. Very, very confident faction Empire is, and rightfully so. In the comments below, leave what would you name this base. We'll choose a name next episode based on your comments. And if you want me to tour your base next Saturday, make sure to leave in the comments down below your username or your faction and the faction server within the Archon that you play on. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Factions Base Tour. If you did enjoy, touch that like button. Make sure to join the Rusher by subscribing. And I hope you're watching the main faction show as well. Things are heating up. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Goodbye.